Well, I just want to give my point of view about the sort of the criticism that Peter Schiff gave to George4Title and InflationUS about scamming other people, and how they give penny stocks and many of these other securities that they inform people to buy, trying to sort of brainwash them that the price will go up. And one of the things I want to mention is that, first of all, from my own perspective, from my own experience, okay, I believe that NIA has at least some criticism and it has some flaws to it. Oh yeah, okay, because let me tell you something. Many of their stock suggestions that they've delivered, okay, I look at the price of the same day that they first suggested. And since then, the price has actually fallen, okay? And not only, it's not just NIA and InflationUS, okay? It is also some of other similar websites and groups that the same people run the organization. One of those places is called Wall Street Grand, okay? And they keep mentioning in their front of their homepage that, we suggested this stock and it rose 400%, it rose 300%, and so forth. And so then when I look back at their suggestions, for an example, they mentioned that one stock on February of 2009, we suggested it was 29 cents, okay? And then what happens months later, and even weeks later, as a matter of fact, the stock actually sank 60% or more. And this wasn't just one stock. This was many, many, many other equities that they suggested. So it's just clear evidence from my own mind that I have understood that InflationUS, okay, and NIA has some flaws. Although, however, again, and again, nobody's perfect, okay. I do admire them for delivering wonderful documentaries and for at least trying to interview me on their college conspiracy film. But one thing I want to make clear, though, is that when people criticize NIA, I don't want people to criticize George4Title, okay? He's a very honorable, respectable man. He's helped me build my YouTube page. And many people kept telling him, stay away from him. He's a well-known scammer. But I don't see that. When I saw him about 4 months ago, he wasn't doing anything suspicious. He helped me a lot. He delivered a lot of good advice on how to be successful and how to succeed in life and so forth. And just right now, he gave me a few text messages. Let me just take a look. He said, sure, and he said, things are getting a little hectic. Let's talk videos, ideas tonight. So, this guy really likes to help around. So, basically, I don't see any major flaws in him. And, in fact, I don't see where people are really getting the criticism. So, again, I wish him the best. And, I mean, when it comes to Peter Schiff, look, I like when he's delivering advice and everything, but sometimes this guy likes to basically act like a smart aleck and thinks like, oh, he knows everything, oh, he can master everything. And sure, he's got some unique ideas and points of view, but I mean, he needs to sort of kind of give everybody an opportunity to speak when he's debating with people, and he kind of acts like he's superior to everybody else. But sometimes it can be kind of entertaining. For an example, you look at the debate he had last month with Robert Kiyosaki. And the thing is with Robert Kiyosaki, he can have great advice. He can tell you what not to do, not get into liabilities, don't be a saver because you're a loser and so forth. But what really pisses me off, he likes to brag about what he's been doing, but then he doesn't tell you step by step how to do it. For an example, he tells you he makes money by renting out apartments and owning an oil well. And he tells me that, you shouldn't work because you pay a lot of taxes. Well, first of all, I mean, how do you even get an oil well? How do you even rent apartments? I mean, where do you get the money to do that in the first place? I mean, you're supposed to get a job. You're supposed to be productive or something. And the thing about Robert Kiyosaki, it's kind of like difficult to follow him. You know, he's not like a Susie Orman where he likes to deliver step by step on how to do things, like a step by step guide to wealth. And so he just simply brags about himself, but he doesn't take individual people, for an example, like me, and tell me step by step on what to do, what not to do. He doesn't deliver personal finance advice person by person. I have hardly seen him do that. So again, the thing is, it's just that when it comes to NIA or Kiyosaki, as a matter of fact, you just have to be aware of the controversies that they give. Even though, despite that they have wonderful advice, you just have to sort of look at the entire points of view from all sorts of types of people. All right?